Hi everyone, in this tutorial we're going to look into this great 3D flip animation that makes our image and text content take their places with a sort of double door effect. And thanks to the flexible and comprehensive animation settings we have in Framer, the left half of the image gets completed by another flipping image from the right, with a diagonal cut, in addition to a blurry trail illusion, which enriches the animation. You can find a remix link for the file in the description below, so let's get started. Let's check our card component first. You can see it has two wrappers, one for image, one for the text. The image wrapper frame contains left and right images. Basically, we are using a copy of the same image for the other part. You can see width of the right and left frames is 190, which is half of the full image width, 380. And image wrapper has Y rotation, perspective, origin, and preserve 3D properties assigned. Since I decided to place image with some perspective instead of a flat look for a better and slightly different card design. In this first variant, we have right and left frames with X and Y rotations, as you see here. And since both left and right frames have absolute positions, we have 3D preserve set for the image wrapper. When we switch to the second variant, left and right parts of the image gets merged and create the complete image with that great diagonal animation. We can go back to homepage and check the scroll variant effect that we applied to each card. Since we use layer in view as trigger, as soon as a card is in the view, we initiate the transition from the first variant to the second one. Actually, there is another key point I'd like to mention. Let's go to the card component screen again and check the transition settings. You can see we set duration to 1 second with a 0.2 second delay. In my tests, that was the optimal value to make sure transition happens when the card is completely in the view. But there's also a very small bounce value, just 0.05 second. Let's make it 0 and see what happens. Now, when we preview our animation, as you see, now the way animation finishes is not so smooth, as if we don't use any transition for the end of the effect. So let's go back to card component screen and add 0.05 second back to the bounce value. And we can see it creates the perfect transition and softens the whole effect as we want. I'd like to quickly demonstrate how I generated the images in Firefly. After going to firefly.adobe.com, we can start generating right away, as you see, by entering our prompt and selecting our model and aspect ratio here and with some other settings. But since I need to use Framer logo in the images, I will click Generate button on the right. Now I'm in the generation screen. I can select any model I want. Let's say we'll generate with Nano Banana Pro. We can leave aspect ratio as landscape. And as I said, I need Framer logo to be in the images I'll generate. I will upload it as reference image by clicking this box and selecting the image. After uploading it, all I need is writing my prompt, and I can use the logo in the prompt like Framer logo in the reference image placed on the screens, etc. Let's paste the prompt that I've generated with ChatGPT. It does that, and all I need to do is click in Generate button. After the generation is complete, I can download the image using this button. Let's check our animation again to see once more how all those create a great animation and scroll interaction, making our content more interesting, taking advantage of Framer's animation capabilities, ease of use, and AI. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, turn the notifications on, check my other tutorials, and see you in the next one.